Hey guys, welcome to this video. So just really quickly want to go over this video. I have a grateful, gratitude, being happy on the day video, but I'll just make another one update. So trading, right? Especially me, just the way I trade, who I am as a trader, because everyone's their own trader. Our minds are apples and oranges, like Maple Stacks famously said. But anyways, so trading is about being grateful and happy with gains on the day, or even just a red 1K loss to keep losses down, and locking in profit. It's using the lockout button. It's being like internally. You have to decide these things internally within the heart. You need to make the decision beforehand to do something or not. It's like you know it in your heart. It's like so many times I talk about like pornography and jacking off and lust and masturbation, all that lust like shit, because it's just always something like you're struggling with. But like I notice a lot of days I will internally, this is wild I'm saying this in a video, but it is what it is. Internally there'll be some days, some nights, there'll be some days where literally internally I literally make it like I decide it within my heart and within my mind and with my brain, within my soul, like that day or that moment where I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna watch porn later, I'm gonna jack off later because I'm lusting. I feel lustful. I'm this. I'm that. I'm lonely. I'm whatever negative emotions. Right. And the second I decide that, well, guess what? You're gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. You have to internally decide within yourself, like, no, I'm not gonna do that. Or you just have the peace of heart to where it just doesn't even bother you. But that's just different. But anyways, more important, what I'm trying to get across here, and again, and you have to be happy with it. You have to be grateful. Trading is about being grateful and happy with your gains on the day, whatever they are, or even losses on the day. Being happy with losses on the day. Honestly, that is what's trading about. Because I have another thing here, right? If you're not happy with 500 green or 1,000 red, you better be happy with 5,000 red. That always happens. I'll take it to. It literally happened to me. What was it? Wednesday? Yeah, check this out. No, Thursday. It was Thursday. So check it out. Thursday, dude. Check it out. Thursday, right? On Thursday, bro. On Thursday, I was green a K. I was green 1K, but I didn't lock it out. And I should have, right? But I didn't. So I kept trading. I over traded my way to red 1,000. And then at red 1,000, right? I was telling myself, I literally told myself, like, okay, red 1,000, I'm going to just lock out on the day. Just end my day here. Just, whatever. I consider myself lucky. Let's be grateful. I'm grateful to lose only $1,000 because I'm still up 4,000 on the day, even after this 1K red loss, right? But then I didn't hit all my lockout buttons, and then I was still just annoyed. Like red 1,000. Wait, no. I want to flip the screen. I want to flip the screen, right? I'm not grateful. I'm not happy with red 1,000. I'm greedy for I'm no. Right? Same thing earlier. I was green 800 this morning, Thursday morning, but I was not happy with green 800. I was ungrateful for it. I wanted more. So what happened? I went to red $4,000 instead of green 800 this day. That's a 4,800, 5,000. That's a $5,000 swing of loss. That's huge. Why? Because I was ungrateful and unhappy with green 1,000, and then I was ungrateful and unhappy with just red 1,000 to lock out of. So what did that turn into now? Now it turned into red 4,000. It was actually turned into red 6,000 this day, but I luckily got it back to red 4K, and then luckily I was happy with that and then locked out. But it's just about just being grateful and happy on the day, dude, because things turn red quick, dude. I just made a video on it. It's over trading. Things turn red quick, and it stems from your gratefulness, your peace. You have to not be annoyed. It's that little annoyance. It's always that little annoyance, like just as simple as I literally just made it in the video. Look, I just made it in the video. Look, 1,600, 1,700 red here, right? And then literally, like, I could no, wait, yeah, look. At 350, at 355, I was 600 green, right? 600 green, but check this out. I'm unhappy with 600 green, right? Why? Because earlier I was green 1,000, right? I was green 1,000, but now, right? Now I took this trade here. Now I'm only 600 green, and I'm pissed. I'm ungrateful. I'm happy. I'm unhappy. I wasn't happy with 1,000 green. I was just greedy for more. So then I kept trading, right? And then after I kept trading, right? Then what happens? A couple minutes later, boom! I'm red 500. I was green 1,000 though. Just a couple minutes. I just skipped a couple minutes. It was 402 to 355, and then 402, 405, a couple minutes later, right? And then boom, red. I know it's blurry now. Red 500. You know, just a couple minutes later, like what in the world just happened, right? Why? Because I was ungrateful and unhappy with my initial 1K green bill. You know, that's what happens every time. So trading, it's about being grateful and happy for your profit on the day. You know, like because the stock market, the basis of the market is greed. It's greed and fear. Our hearts are, we're such greedy humans. I am a greedy ass human. You know, I learned that for sure. We all are, right? We're all greedy. You know, how it happens is you just have to be happy on the day. You have to not let greed get to you. But sometimes, you know, sometimes greed will get you. This just happens, right? Like right here, this is 129 cents, and then you know it was earlier. It was 200 cents. That's a huge 70-cent gain. Wow, dude, I want that gain back. Let me get in more. Let me get in on the dip. Let me get the dip back so I can get those gains back. And then no. Instead, it's not a dip to get those gains back. It's just a head and shoulders, and then they sell off. You get filled at 128. Boom, 114. You're sold. You're getting cooked now. 114, 112, and then boom, you know, boom, boom, 107, and then this bounces a little bit, but nope, dude, they just come. They come back. I think I can remember they squeezed VWAP here. Crazy. Yep, they squeezed. Look, you're 112. Boom, dude, you're cooked. I can't even see it. It just fell off the charts. It's off the charts, literally. This just fell off the charts, dude. Why? Because the stock market likes to play with your heart, play with your emotions. It was designed that way. The stock market was designed. I actually might just shift this video. The stock market was designed to proc and trigger your emotions. It's honestly rage bait. Dang, that's crazy now I'm thinking about it. The stock market is rage bait, right? If you let yourself get rage baited, you're not going to be a profitable trader. If you, you know, if you just, and again, better what I said earlier, or what I'm really saying is like, you can't not. It's not like the market doesn't rage bait me, and I don't get angry, and I just trade like a robot. Because that's dumb. Yeah, I always hear people say, "I just trade like a robot. Just be, you know, disciplined." Like that's so stupid. That is the dumbest thing I've ever heard. For me, okay, because I learned I'm not just don't get rage baited. I'm not just being disciplined. I get rage baited and I be undisciplined, but I eat it. You know, a lot of times I eat it, or you know, no, I be disciplined, but you have to eat the pain of it. You have to eat the pain of discipline. You know, you have to eat the pain of FOMO, of greed, of selfishness, right? And after so many times, you have to get to the point where your heart is happy and you're grateful on the day for a certain amount of money, right? Again, 400 red, right? But then I was able to get to green, you know, 2K-ish, and then finally I was happy with green 2K, and then the money became real because then at 12:30 p.m. I locked out. This could have easily have just flipped to being you know, GG. I could have easily lost 2K red. I mean, I think that happened on Monday or Tuesday. I was green a K, and then I lost 2K, and I was red 1K in a flash, in a literal heartbeat. I caught a squeeze knife. I ate it. And then literally the next second I came back green 1K, but like that's just, you know, besides the point. It's just, you got to be happy and grateful in the market and lock out, especially lock out too. Like that day Thursday, I should have just locked out. Look, right now, dude, I'm telling you, dude. I could have locked out everything on Thursday the 5th, right, at red 1K, and it would not have turned into red 4K, and I would have kept this huge green 4K day back, but instead I gave it all away, right? I could have just ended the day red 1K, and I'd have an extra $3,000 of cash profit in my bank account for this week, right? But I didn't lock out. Why? Because I was not happy. I was ungrateful for just a red 1K loss, right? I should be grateful. It's crazy to think. It's hard to think. It's like a reverse thinking. It's like, how could you be grateful for a red $1,000 loss? It's because I know and I have experience that a red $1,000 loss can turn into a $2,000 loss, even more. That is way worse. I'm happy. I would be happy with a red $1,000 loss instead of this $2,000 loss. That's way better, right? And I would have more profit in my bank account if I just didn't take these losses, because trading really is also just about being the best loser, right? You know, keeping losses minimal and then profit, you know, more than losses, because trading's all about just taking. I take losses left and right, dude. That's the type of trader I'm a flowy trader, a streaky trader. You know, so yeah, so that's this video, just being grateful on the day and just locking out and just eating it too, you know, because now I'm green. Now I need a lockout, which I did. And it sucks too to have to eat the lockouts, because right now I don't have to Webull lockout. I have to click cold turkey blocker, and then I lose being able to look at the options contract charts, which I fucking hate. But I have to eat that pain of that discipline and that loss. Otherwise, I'm going to give my day back and go red. So yeah, that's that for this video. Still a pretty solid, good video. And yeah, that being said, I will see you guys in the next one. See you guys.